What's poppin', everybody? I'm back with another video, and today what we are going to do is we are simulating the Premier League, but I have randomized every single team. Specifically, what I've done is every team, I've taken their 10 best players, I put them into free agency, and then I just randomly assigned them to different teams. So I have no idea who's on which team, but we could have Salah on Man United, Haaland playing for Arsenal, Onana letting in goals for any team, because that's probably what's going to happen. But let's just see what are each of the teams and who's the strongest, who's the weakest. Let's get into it. Starting off, we have Chelsea. So they still have Jackson. Of course they have Jackson, so they're not going to be scoring many goals. They have an alright team, just very strong with Alisson in goal, but everything else is kind of mediocre. Paulinho in midfield, that's decent. Crystal Palace, let's see what the strong points are. They have Casemiro and Gakpo with Havertz in the middle and Højbjerg. Alright, nothing too great. Next team, Everton. They have Sterling on the left, Bernardo Silva, and Vicario in goal. Everything else is pretty bad, and it's pretty much just Everton, so I guess they didn't get too lucky in the draw. Fulham, we have Danjuma up top, we have Reece James and Ederson in goal. And I do remember this team has Ederson and Nick Pope, so that's very unlucky for them, but we move. Liverpool has Heung-min Son. Oh, that's really good. They also have Bruno Guimaraes and Pau Torres, but they do not have a goalie, so they have to be stuck with Adrian, which is not good for them. All right. Next up, we have Luton, who has Bruno, Jorginho, and Lisandro Martinez. All right, nothing too great. Probably like mid-table they'd finish. City has they have Odegaard, oh that's pretty good, and Varane in the back with Alvarez up top. But other than that, unfortunately, City weakened a lot compared to some of the other teams. Man United they still got Rashford back. Okay, good for them. They have Ollie Watkins leading them off, and they have Robertson on the left, so that's decent. Still have Anthony on the right, so nothing's gonna happen on that side. But Newcastle, or I like to call them right back United. As you can see, they have Trent, Kyle Walker, and Pedro Porro, and they had another right back on the bench. I forget who, but they're just right back FC because there's no other right backs. I mean, no other defenders that they had. It's just right backs. But other than that, it's an alright team, but probably not gonna win. Nottingham, Nkunku, Wilson, Luis Diaz, Bailey, very good front four. Everything else is awful, but maybe the goals will get them the win. Sheffield. Let's see who they have. They got Emi Martinez, Thiago Silva, and Isak, and everything else is not good. They have Caicedo, but not really high rated. But Tottenham has Diaby, Richarlison. Oh, Saka switches sides from the North London derby. Arsenal fans, I'm sorry, you don't have to watch this. But other than that, midfield defense is awful, but they do have the best midfielder in the league, Conor Gallagher, so it might go well for them. West Ham has James Maddison, Aaron Ramsdale, and that's about it. Wolves have Jesus, Trippier, and Eriksson, and Sancho. I don't know if he's going to be playing. He might be at home and playing FIFA or EAFC, however you want to call it. But Bournemouth has Martinelli. Oh, there's De Bruyne. We still haven't seen Haaland, but this team has Martinelli, De Bruyne, Luke Shaw, and John Stones, and Tielemans, which is actually a pretty decent team. Not awful. Like, it's better than a decent amount of what we've seen. Here is Erling Haaland in the Arsenal team. Interesting. We have Haaland, Grealish, Solly March, Gabriel, Kovacic. Okay, so Gabriel went back to Arsenal, and so did Ben White. Okay, pretty good team. It's probably one of the best we've seen. Aston Villa has Phil Foden, Rodri, Saliba, Gvardiol. That's about it. Brentford has Darwizi, Jota, Romero, and Diaz, so a very good center back pairing. Brighton has Botman, Partey, and Salah there. Oh, I didn't even see Salah, but Salah's good for them. But other than that, it's not a great team. And Jared Bowen, actually. Not great, but not awful. They are only 4 stars, so I'm guessing their bench isn't that strong. And then last but not least, we have Burnley, who have Enzo, Declan Rice, Kudus, and Van Dijk, all with Onana. So, like, at least Onana won't have to go as many saves because Van Dijk's in front of him, but anything that comes his way, it's over. But anyways, we're going to go to the career mode, and then we're going to start simulating, so let's get into that. Alright guys, we're ready to start the simulation. Let me know down in the comments who do you think has the strongest team and who do you think has the weakest team. And let me know if your favorite club was to sign someone from the Premier League, who would you sign? Me, as a Chelsea fan, I think I'd like to sign... Who would we like to sign? We need a lot. We need a lot of help. Uh, if it was with any money, I'd obviously sign Erling Haaland because we desperately need a striker instead of Jackson. But we also need a defender, so I'm gonna say, who's a realistic one? Get a Sven Botman from Newcastle. He's really good. But yeah, let's get into the simulation, and I'll see you after it's finished. Alright guys, we finished the simulation. So looking at the bottom seven, we have Luton, Nottingham, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Bournemouth, Wolves, Newcastle, Villa. All teams that were like just not great before and still I guess not after even after they got better players before, they just still weren't good enough. Newcastle and Aston Villa a bigger drop off from where they are like right now, but that makes a bit of sense because ratings wise they're not like the greatest. But anyways, let's see. 12th, we have West Ham. I'm trying to remember who is on each team, but honestly, I have no idea. I'm not that smart, but Brentford in 11th. I just remember Holland's on Arsenal. Oh, De Bruyne was on Bournemouth. I remember that one, and he could not do much for that team. But anyways, moving on. Top 10. Everton, Burnley in 9th. Okay. Sheffield in 8th. So those are the teams that had the biggest. Sheffield, Burnley, Everton. Those are the teams in the relegation zone normally, but good for them. Good for them. Spurs in 7th. Liverpool in 6th with Heung-min Son. I remember that one. Okay, come on, Chelsea. We got this. First place. Man United in 5th. That's pretty decent. Fulham in 4th. Okay, we're starting to move. Okay, Fulham. It's pretty good. Man City in 3rd. So that means it's Liverpool and Chelsea. No, it's not Liverpool. It's Chelsea and Arsenal. So Haaland and whoever was on Chelsea. I don't remember. It was Alisson. I remember that. That was the best one. But anyways, in 3, 2, 1, the winners of the Premier League are Chelsea. Let's go! Come on, let's go Chelsea. And actually, very close between Chelsea and Arsenal. You wish Chelsea would be at the top of the league like that, but this isn't real life, unfortunately. But that's good for Chelsea. But could they have won the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup? We'll start off with Carabao. Liverpool are the winners. Good for them. Chelsea got eliminated too. I just want to see. I'm not a Chelsea. I am a Chelsea fan, but I'm not like biased, you know. Wait, am I blind? Oh, they lost to Wolves. Okay, whatever. But lovely for Chelsea. Up to Chelsea. And then FA Cup is the Man United versus Southampton. All right, so they did the best because Southampton's not in the Prem, but we can skip ahead. But I don't know. I don't think you guys really care. It's Man United. You know who really cares? And then I'm just gonna look at the champion. I guarantee every team that's in the Champions League got eliminated group stage. But let's see. Arsenal made it to the final. Wow. Okay, I did not expect that. Yeah, Man United went out. Arsenal finished top of their group. Who else? Newcastle got eliminated, and City made it, but then City got eliminated to Arsenal. Okay, and then let's see Europa League. Maybe Newcastle or one of the teams. Liverpool. Okay, good for them. Good for them. All right, 3 English teams actually. So maybe the randomization wasn't that bad, but I guess we'll skip ahead to see the next few games. Just hold with me, please. I hate these interruptions. We'll just go to the calendar. We'll go to, I think it's usually like June 1st is the Champions League final. I remember that from the. All right, well there you go have it. Man United FA Cup winners. But let's see, is anybody Champions League winners? Champions League. Arsenal are the Champions League winner. And Liverpool. So we had Chelsea win the Premier League. Arsenal win Champions League. First time ever. Never going to happen in real life. Liverpool winning Europa League. And then Man United winning FA Cup. And who won Carabao? Liverpool. So Liverpool had the double, but of trophies. But still good for them. Yeah, there's Erling Haaland with the trophy. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know If you have any other ideas for a simulation to do to the 10 people that watch this, I will see you guys later. Peace.